for the Every Woman and host of the Same 24 Hours podcast, author Meredith Atwood joins us this morning to discuss her book and her history. Good to see you.
Good morning.
I really enjoyed talking to you before the show about this. Tell everybody how you got into triathlons, kind of what your life was like before doing that.
Sure. So I was practicing law and just, I had 2 kids under the age of 2 and just wasn't moving. And so I became a member of a gym and I started with one of those indoor spinning classes. And it was all about just moving. I didn't realize how sedentary I was and how unhappy I was. I didn't know that movement could change everything. And so slowly I found swim, bike, and run, which is the sport of triathlon. And I did my first race and it was terrible. I came in near last, but I had so much fun.
You finished?
Yes, I finished. And I think there's this misconception that we have to go out there and be a superhero or we have to be a certain weight before we can try to do something like that. I was probably 240 pounds at that race.
And did you prepare for it? Were you training?
So I did some training, but training for a short race like that, it's not like you would think. I mean, it's a couple days a week, you get on the bike, you get in the pool, and it can be hideous. You can do terrible, but it will change your life. And so it's all about learning to move, like get up and go.
I think just finishing the race would be so empowering and so rewarding, and same with people that do marathons and everything. And yes, it's very cool to train and do your best and try to, get the next highest time every time you do it, but how cool to get into that. And I'm sure you met a great community of people too that are in triathlons. So how did you get to writing the book then and then doing a podcast?
Right, so this was over almost 10 years ago that I did my first triathlon. And when I went to the bookstore and looked online, I thought, where do I find some, a resource for someone like me who's like overweight, a mom of 2, who doesn't have time to do a triathlon? There wasn't a book. And so after I did my first half Ironman in 2011, I was like, I'm gonna write that book. And so this is actually the 2nd edition of the book. It's a bestseller, it's doing very well, but it will tell you how to do this and to do it no matter where you are in your life with whatever you got.
I really like that. So you kind of recommend picking small goals right away instead of just kind of diving into something full force and feeling like you're going to fail. So do you have any tips for women or men out there?
Absolutely. So just pick, I am convinced everyone can do a 5K, no matter where you are.
I can do it. You're telling me I can do it?
Yes, right now. Let's go do it next weekend.
Maybe not yet.
But you can.
Okay,
you
I want to do it.
Because that's the thing. People think you have to be ready to run.
That's what I think.
You have to train. You can walk a 5K. You can take a stroller. You can take your dogs. You can do it no matter where you are. So I suggest start with a 5K. Set the small goal, and then once you get the buzz, once you get that finish line, you will be like, I can do more, I can do more, because you ask more of yourself, because you've already done something. It's all about moving, just starting.
That is so inspiring. I think you just convinced me to do a 5K.
I'm excited to do it with you.
Okay, let's do it. I need a workout buddy. Let's do it.
I really do too at this point,
I've never liked running, but I can see people that do these races, and like I said, it's so rewarding. So
and
I think
you don't have to run. You can walk. Like
that is a little bit, walk a little.
Yes, you don't even have to run. You can walk the whole thing.
Well, we have about 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Tell us about your next book.
My next book is called The Year of No Nonsense. It's coming out in December, and it's about getting out of your own way and, again, taking small steps to making your life your best life possible.
Well, I'll have to check that one out too. Thank you. You're so inspiring. I love it. I'm very curious about your career. I'm definitely going to keep up with you. And if you would like to keep up with Meredith, we will have more with a link on KCLive.tv later on today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.